There's Nor HaChaim in this week's HaKodesh, in this week's Parsha. Vayoma Moshe Zeh HaDover, Hashem Tzivo, Hashem Tasu. This is what Hashem has commanded you to do. V'yir Aleichem Kvod Hashem. And if you do this, the Kovod Hashem, Hashem's glory will come upon you. So Or HaChaim HaKodesh explains, as we discussed many times in Ramchal, we do things to be the base kibul, to be the vessel, to have the capacity to receive influences, forces. Otherwise, we don't have the capacity. There's a Rabbeinu Bachya in Parshas Lech Lecha, when the Hashem said to Avram Avinu, "V'yivruchu v'chol kol mishkos ha'adama u'b'zarecha," all the families of the earth will be blessed through you. So he explains that all the bracha, all the shefa, all the influences come to Klal Yisrael through us, and the world receives the overflow based on our own capacity, our own worthiness. That will determine how much we keep for ourselves, and the rest is the overflow for the world. However, if Klal Yisrael Chas v'Sholem are not worthy, so our capacity is limited, the majority of the bracha overflows to the world. But this is v'nivrucho v'cho, through you, you're the conduit for the bracha for all the nations of the world. So based on our capacity, that will determine to what degree we're able to receive the bracha or the divine presence. So he goes to explain, the Or HaChaim HaKodesh, that just as David Melch says, Shviza Hashem Negdi Somit, that every moment of his being, he always had a sense of Hashem's presence. Because of that, he was the location that Hashem had relevance to, and he had a relationship with him. But if a person's mindset is elsewhere, and his interests are elsewhere, but he wants to have the relationship with HaKadosh Baruch Hu, it doesn't happen. Because one doesn't have, is not the appropriate location, or in the proper mindset, or emotional state for Hashem to have any relevance to that person. So here we're speaking about the Shekhinah is about to come into Klal Yisrael. What has to be the mindset of Klal Yisrael? That not only in action do you do things, but our focus, our mind, our emotion has to be fully focused on Hashem's existence, that every moment we stand in His presence and He wills our existence every moment. And if you have that capacity, then V'yer Aleichem Kvod Hashem. And he explains, he cites a Medrash, that Medrash says that Zadov is referring to Milo, that if you circumcise yourselves, then V'yer Aleichem Kvod Hashem. So he asks, there's no mention of circumcision here. We find Yehoshua, there's Milo, after 40 years, when they went into Eretz Yisrael. But now there's no circumcision. So he says, he explains, it's speaking about this, the Orlas Halev, that just as we have an outer covering, we have a covering on our hearts. And the only way you can remove that inner covering is only through tshuva, only through focus of feeling attached to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. So that's Zadova, remove that Orlas Halev, the covering of the heart, to have the capacity, to have a sense of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And only once you have that mindset and that emotional state, and your status is in the positive vein, only then do you have the capacity to be the receptacle for the Shekhinah.
Sure.